Transportation is a huge, often overlooked factor in racial equity, not just in Milwaukee, but throughout the country. We continue to build factories and warehouses and further out places from the city center that are really difficult to get to. So as a result, we have a huge mismatch between where job seekers live and where the jobs are located. So oftentimes, it's only about 10 miles. It's really not that far if you have a car. But if you don't have a car, that 10 miles might as well be 100 miles. MobiliSE is a convener and an advocate for multimodal transportation in our region. We go back to 2015 when a group of civic, community, and business leaders from all over southeastern Wisconsin got together and really focused on, rather than focusing on all the things that we can't do in the region, we're really founded on finding those things that we can do to connect the region with better transportation options. FlexRide Milwaukee is a program that MobiliSE helped give rise to and we now oversee. It's a program that is an on-demand transportation program. It's similar to a ride share that you can call on your phone with an app on your phone. The vehicle comes very close to where you live, not necessarily your front door, but within a block or so of where you live. And we'll take you directly to anywhere you need to go in one of our employment zones, which is Menominee Falls or Franklin.
The maximum cost for FlexRide is only going to be $3 for one rider, and then if you want to add any additional riders, it's an additional $1.50 per person. So you could call it for 4 people, and then it would only cost you a small amount. To whereas like an alternative would be something like Lyft or Uber. For a lot of these people that have told me personal stories when they had to do that, they're paying between $20 to $40 to get to work and back. So I get riders, people that have been with us from the very beginning that tell me all the time, if it wasn't for FlexRide, I wouldn't have this job. They have families they feed, they have bills they pay. And for a lot of them, this is like really the only way they're able to make the money that they need.
It's the supply and demand. So you have employees, job seekers, if you will, looking for jobs. You have the employers looking for workers. And it's the collaboration. It's the piece like this puzzle I have on today. It's the piece of the puzzle that brings everything together, having that access. So what FlexRide does is say, we can get you to work. And the employer says, I can have an employee.
FlexRide really grew out of a series of partnerships, and many of those partnerships came through our involvement with the Reducing Barriers initiative through the United Way and the Diversity Leadership Society. So I think the value of United Way support, it's not only financial, and that's been very important to get the program up and running, but it's been those relationships, it's been those conversations, those partnerships with groups that are very much outside of the transportation sphere, but it's very important for us to interact with and engage with, because it really does take a community effort and a lot of partnerships and relationships to get these kinds of things off the ground.